What's going on, guys? Bryan here from Level Down Games. We're about to check out the March 8th Nintendo Direct. This was actually announced yesterday. It kind of came out of nowhere once again, as they've been doing for these Nintendo Directs, which is okay with me. Quick shout out to Dance with the Dead for the music that we were playing there before we went live here. And quick shout out to Technisport Gaming Shares that I'm sitting in. Great comfortable chairs. Go to technisportusa.com. Use the offer code LDG. Stands for Level Down Games. Offer code LDG to save 10% when making any purchases through Technisport Gaming Chairs. These chairs are amazingly comfortable. I'm going to do a video soon for the YouTube channel because these chairs are really, really cool. So what can we expect today from this Nintendo Direct? I'm not sure. I haven't really been keeping up on what may or may not be shown here because I do want to be surprised. I did hear some rumors that we may see some stuff on Yoshi. I heard some stuff maybe on Mario Tennis Aces. I heard some maybe the Wonderful 101 stuff. Maybe what else? A new Super Mario Brothers U port possibly coming to the Switch. So again, not really too sure what to expect here. And I'm not even too sure how long this is going to be. It says there roughly 30 minutes, so that could be a little bit less than a half hour, could be a little bit more than a half hour, who knows. But we'll find out together here shortly. So yeah, it's just me. Frank's at work, so I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will be tuning into the Nintendo Direct, most likely the reaction video that I'm doing. I'm sure he'll be tuning in after, either during his lunch break or when he gets home to check out everything that happened. Because as usual, we will not be showcasing anything shown today on next week's episode of Game Oracles. Because if there's a video already up on our channel that we showcase the trailers, we don't show it again, as always. So it should be getting started here in a minute, though. It's almost the 5 o'clock hour here on the East Coast, so we'll have to see. Should be soon. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what this could possibly be. There we go. Checking audio real quick. Hang on.
皆さん、おはようございます。
Hi everyone. The time has come for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide. I have lots of information to share about upcoming games for Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS. Up first, some Nintendo 3DS headlines.
It's the biggest collection in this microgame series. The latest in the WarioWare series is coming to the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. Which means there's a new way to play Wario strangely satisfying.
Let me know if the audio is any
microgames.
better. I tried restarting Voice Meter to see if that fixed it for some people that were
Classics
having
and
audio
new
issues.
additions.
Some people were having
There are
audio issues, some
300
people weren't, so I don't
microgames to
know.
enjoy, making this the biggest entry in the series. Press buttons. Tilt the system. Use the touchscreen and microphone. Only Wario could come up with this many control schemes. Think fast. What playstyle is required for this one? Better figure it out and dig that crazy action while it's hot. Hey, some familiar characters are rocking new looks. This is the most jam-packed game in the series yet.
Okay.
Just look at that face. Even Wario can't contain his wicked grin. WarioWare Gold launches
August
August
3rd. Okay, very cool, very cool.
Get ready for pulse-pounding post-apocalyptic races and battles. Race down enemy Groks and rock them in battle to defend frontier villages. Yes, sir. Action meets tower defense in Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers. This time, the Red Flash himself, Dylan.
The Red
team up with
Flash
one animalized
himself.
new character.
It's cool that Nintendo's still supporting the 3DS, though, after all these years.
What in tarnation?
What
Your
in
friends'
tarnation?
characters can join the team as gunners. Well, you'll need their help to face each wave of transforming monsters. Who or what will you and Dylan get tangled up with? Never mind that. There's an enemy invasion to stop, and a frontier in desperate need of some heroes. A demo version of the game will be available for download May 10th.
Okay, I'll check it out. Probably not something I'll actually pick up, but I'll check out the demo.
Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers rolls into Nintendo eShop on Nintendo 3DS May 24th.
So the demo is about 2 weeks before. Makes sense.
are the brothers and Bowser.
Oh!
Better together?
New Mario and Luigi?
Nintendo DS classic Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story is back for more gut-busting adventures. Mario
it's
and
just
Luigi
a...
have been tasked with finding a cure for the Blorbs, a disease threatening all life in the Mushroom Kingdom. But, thanks to Fawful, both brothers have been devoured by Bowser, and so their journey takes them deep into the belly of the beast, leaving Bowser to scour the kingdom for the cure. The only way forward is to change between the bros and Bowser. The big bad will even beef up for monstrous boss battles fit for a king. Take him down in this action-packed RPG. And, uh-oh, looks like his boy wants in on the action. Find out what happens behind the scenes in the untold story of Bowser Jr. When Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser
2019,
Jr.'s Journey
okay.
launches in
3DS games
2019.
still in 2019.
Here's the scoop on Detective Pikachu.
This is coming out
And new
soon.
amiibo.
Detective Pikachu. This is
Something
coming out
about
soon.
This Pikachu is a little
Frank said he's
different.
picking it up
He's
day
rough,
one.
You agree with me, don't you?
Runs his mouth,
Hey, don't boss me around.
likes coffee,
This hi-hat blend is as delicious as ever.
and no one knows why.
No
Welcome
one
to
knows
Rhyme
why.
City, where humans and Pokemon usually live in harmony. But recently, Pokemon have been behaving oddly and running amok.
So there's a fake
Luckily,
alibi.
a boy named Tim and Detective Pikachu are on the case, facing each mystery head-on.
Quick attack!
I want to play this because I do like the premise, but I don't know that I'm gonna pick it up day one.
Did I do it?
As of today, the game is available for pre-purchase in Nintendo eShop on Nintendo 3DS. Crack the case with Detective Pikachu when the game launches March 23rd. Plus,
2 weeks.
keep your eyes peeled for this extra-large Detective Pikachu amiibo figure, which launches the same day.
Diddle-a-doo.
That mysterious mansion has
Yes!
reappeared in the Nintendo 3DS remake.
It's a remake of the original Luigi's Mansion. Oh my god, yes. What a great freaking game. A lot of people
Nintendo
wanted
GameCube
the
classic
anime to be the
Luigi's
voice of
Mansion
Pikachu
has
for
been
that game.
remade for Nintendo 3DS.
Just like the movie, but he's not the voice of the movie either.
Fans of the Luigi's Mansion
Hey,
Dark
yo.
Moon game
What's up,
can now explore the original mansion where Mario went missing. Luigi's
Yeah,
something
I
of
think
a
I fixed
scaredy
it.
cat, but these
It's
classic
done okay
ghosts
on my
and
laptop.
traps
Maybe
are
it's,
no
I
match
don't
for
know.
his vacuum
Something
cleaner.
was weird.
Besides, the mansion's
I
map
fixed the
will be
audio, though.
displayed on the bottom screen. If you work up the courage, fight the ghosts of your past battles in the new Boss Rush mode. Luigi's Mansion for Nintendo 3DS launches this year. That's all for Nintendo 3DS.
いかがでしたか
So far, so good?
さてここから
Well,
は
let's keep the headlines coming.
ご紹介していきますまずは
It's
I
time
tried
for
restarting
Nintendo
Voice Meter
Switch.
again. Let me know if it's any better. I don't know why it's messing up
Kirby
today.
can even make friends with those characters?
I did. I tried
Kirby
fixing
Star
it. See if it's any
Allies
better.
Finally launches next week. As you fight through your adventure, you'll reach dream
Great.
palaces
Perfect.
where, surprise,
Let me know if it gets bad again. I'll keep
even
restarting it.
fan-favorite
Must be an
legacy
issue with the
characters can
program
become
today.
Kirby's friends. Well, dream friends anyway. When you're saving the world, it's nice to have some.
I wanna
heavy
pick
hitters
this
on your
up, dude.
side,
This looks
even
so
the likes of
good.
King Dedede
This looks so
Meta
good.
Knight, and Bandana Waddle Dee. Eventually, more Dream Friends will be added to the game via free updates after launch. The first update will include Rick, Kine, and Koo. Marks
It's a Kirby game.
and Gooey.
It's a platformer. Little Pink
It's
Puff
like a
himself,
dream come
dude.
true to bring this ragtag crew of characters together from across the Kirby series. Kirby Star Allies launches on Nintendo Switch March 16th.
Next week.
And the
Oh,
first
yeah.
free update will be available March 28th. Oh
Maybe
yeah,
Pikachu
a quick
can. He
reminder,
is a detective.
A free demo is available now in Nintendo
He is the
eShop
detective.
on Nintendo Switch.
I think I just need to
What
restart the
else are
PC, but I
friends
can't
for?
restart it while I'm streaming. So something clearly messed up.
An epic tale returns with new artistic
Ooh,
touches.
Okami HD's coming to the Switch,
Okami,
baby.
The grand adventure in classical Japanese style
Yes.
rises again in the HD version. To
Okay.
save the land from a terrible curse, the legendary Okami Amaterasu was resurrected. setting off on a quest with the wandering artist, Isu. Overcome challenges using the power of the gods, the celestial brush. With mere brush strokes,
This is such a beautiful and artistic game. Like, it's amazing.
The Nintendo Switch version.
Great Switch game too. I'm glad they're putting this on the Switch. What a great game for the Switch.
Use the Joy-Con controller's motion controls in TV mode.
Okami is good, dude. Okami's real good.
Both methods offer an intuitive way to solve puzzles and defeat your foes. Meet an eclectic cast. Solve mysteries. And slay countless monsters to discover what awaits at your journey's end.
I want a tease of Animal Crossing today, though. That's why I got the villager right there above me. I want a tease.
Eat up and throw sushi on Nintendo Switch. An adventure unlike any other.
Oh, what is this?
Conveyor belt sushi action.
Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido.
The story takes place after the
dude. E3's got to be. If Animal Crossing's not today, it's got to be E3. It has to be. It's this year. The game is freaking this year. So.
And topple its sushi monopoly. The gameplay is deep, but the basics are simple. Just eat more and more sushi to pile up plates of matching colors on a table. Then throw them all at your opponent. Mix up your strategies to crush your enemies. If you manage to pull off a special move created by one of your sushi sprites, you may be able to get the upper hand in battle. Of course, there's a multiplayer mode too.
Overcooked really is going to inspire a bunch of games like this going forward, I think.
Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido launches simultaneously on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS June 8th.
June 8th? Okay.
More travelers, more
launch info! Project Octopath, baby! Here we go! Here we go.
Hello. This is Masashi Takahashi from
Is it just called Octopath Traveler now?
Today, I have 3 news items to share with you.
3.
First, I'd like to introduce 2 more main characters.
Okay, so we're getting up to 10 characters now. Hell yeah. Tressa.
Tressa the Merchant.
Tressa.
She sets off to find her own adventure and gain experience in her job. Her path action is purchase, which means she
cannot wait for this game. Dude, it's so good.
Someone in a bind.
There's a demo already on the Switch. I played the crap out of that demo.
This is Alfin, the apothecary. He embarks on his journey to heal those suffering.
This could potentially be one of the Switch's best games this year.
His path action is inquire. He can worm out info others aren't privy to in standard conversation.
And every character like has their own individuality and uniqueness to it. It's so freaking cool.
Characters start out with a base job, but they can equip an additional job to use in battle.
Yes, agreed. Get a Snuggie, get some hot cocoa.
For instance, if another
get lost in the world of Octopath Traveler,
the dancer job,
which looks like it may be the actual name of the game now.
Expand your strategic options.
Octopath doesn't make sense anymore though if they took it up to 10 characters.
Finally, we know many of you have been wondering about the release date. The game launches
July 13th! This summer! Oh my god, I want that.
We'll be offering a special edition of the game. Inside, you'll find a
I want that. I specifically want that CD. I want that soundtrack.
A helpful map for your adventure, a sound selection CD.
I'm not getting another Rune Factory, sorry. It's not happening.
Based on the in-game currency. This special edition will be released the same day as the regular version of the game. Your comments
graduation present to myself
and inspiration as we head into the home stretch of our work with the game. Please look forward to the release of Octopath Traveler.
Okay, so Octopath Traveler, official name of the game now, July 13th. I can't freaking wait, dude.
What happens when an otaku assassin enters the game world?
All right, here we go. Travis Strikes Back. Or Travis Strikes Again. Travis Strikes Again. I don't know why I keep saying Travis Strikes Back. No more heroes, baby. I can't wait for this game, too.
Inside, there's an action game, racing, puzzles, a total of 7 different game titles. With his beam katana in hand, he vows to exterminate every last bug he finds. Chain his simple yet exhilarating basic attacks and his arsenal of skill attacks to cut them down to size. A brutal boss lurks at the end of each game. Creatively combine your moves to crush them. Pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend for co-op multiplayer. And partner up with the
God, it just looks so good.
Did we mention the adventure mode, which tells a new story?
Benedict
strikes again.
Cumberbatch.
No More Heroes launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch in 2018.
Still no release date yet, though. Still no release date.
In Dark Souls, every challenge.
Dark
is an
Souls
opportunity
amiibo.
plus
Oh,
amiibo.
yes. Oh, yes.
Dark Souls, a world wrought with despair and hope.
Uh-huh. I'm going to play this remaster. I am. But I don't know if I'm going to play it on the
Endless
Switch.
cycle of death. One clean victory becomes a moment you'll never forget. Now you can savor your accomplishments.
But I'm
anytime,
super happy that
anywhere,
this
for
game
the
is
first
coming
time
to
on
the
console
Switch. You have no
on
idea.
Nintendo Switch.
Like, this is so freaking cool.
Before launch, there's going to be a network test. So
I don't think
players
it
can
was,
try the
Yui.
game.
No.
If this will be your first Dark Souls experience, welcome to a brave new world. Separately, the
Yu.
Solaire
I think the
of
character's name was
Astora
Yu.
amiibo
Why
will be
Yu?
released. With it, you can perform the popular Praise the Sun gesture with reckless abandon. Dark Souls Remastered and the
May
Solaire
25th,
of
baby.
Astora amiibo launch on May 25th.
いかがでしたか？
How's it going so far?
ここで
Pretty good.
Well, I have a quick
How about some
reminder.
new stuff?
先日から
Did you hear that My Nintendo members can now redeem gold points for digital games and DLC on
I
the
did hear
Nintendo
that.
Switch
Mhm.
system? Just choose to use your points during the checkout process in Nintendo eShop for Nintendo Switch or
There are
on the Nintendo
amiibos
website.
for all.
Visit the My Nintendo website to learn more.
さて、Nintendo
Okay,
Switch のヘッド
we have
ライン
more
は
Nintendo Switch
まだまだ
headlines.
続きます
But
が
first,
ここで
let's shine a nice long spotlight on
A
the one
nice
title in
long
particular.
spotlight.
ご覧ください。
Please
One
take a
title in
look.
particular. Perfect timing. Mario Tennis
All-star
Aces,
roster
baby.
of Mario Series
Can't wait.
favorites is ready to rally in full-blown tennis battles, using their most tactical, tricked-out shots ever.
This is a day
Mario
one
Tennis
purchase.
Aces. There are more than 15
Day one purchase right
playable
here.
characters, each with their own distinct characteristics. The varied playstyles on the Nintendo
I will be playing as Boo.
system allow up to 4
100%.
players to step onto the court
Or Yoshi.
together.
Those are my two. Or if Shy Guy's in the
Today we'll
game,
mainly cover the
Shy Guy's
essentials
the
of
one. He's the one we play
refined
as in Mario
tennis
Kart.
gameplay.
Whipper
There's a variety
Snapper,
of shots
indeed.
to serve up, like a basic shot, top spin, slice, and a lob that'll zoom over your opponent's head. Just to name a few.
Everyone has their own favorites. Come on
Why
now.
not aim
I
and
know.
then shoot?
I know.
Introducing the all-new Zone
The
Shot.
Zone Shot. All new Zone Shot.
Let's
I'm so
see
glad that
any
this game has a
spot you want
campaign
to
and a
aim
story
at
mode,
using
though.
motion control.
Like, that's what was missing
Send
from the
ball
3DS version.
crashing down. Zone shots are really powerful, so if you get hit by one, your racket will take some damage. If your racket takes 3 hits, it'll break,
Ooh.
forcing you to forfeit if it
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
count.
Okay. That's neat.
Instant
Racket break.
KO.
Instant KO. Not Kevin Owens.
But don't give up hope. You can stop a zone shot with a block.
A
Return
block.
shot with perfect timing, and you'll block, protecting your racket. It's no small feat to nail the timing just right. That's where zone speed
The
comes
Steen
into play.
shot.
When using
Exactly,
zone
dude.
speed, the world around you moves in slow motion, allowing you to perform incredible feats, like chasing down a quick shot. It's no instant win card, but it makes it a bit easier to block powerful zone shots. Of course, you can't
The
just
racket
spam
break
zone
does
shots
it
and
does
zone
add
the
an
whole
interesting
match.
element to this game. I like it. I wonder how. I mean, obviously you have to get the timing down with the block and stuff. So I wonder once you get good with the blocks, how often a racket break will
Energy
actually
slowly
happen.
builds
That's the
up
question
longer you
and the
keep a rally
key.
going.
Broken
Fastest way to fill up your
Joy-Cons.
gauge is with the new trick shot.
Not just broken rackets, broken Joy-Cons.
If a ball gets away from you, you can jump over to knock it back. It's a risky maneuver. If you don't judge the timing or distance correctly, you may waste your energy or lose a point.
Oh, come on. Come on, Wario.
But if you're
that was terrible.
successful, your energy gauge will get
Look
a
at that.
big boost.
A cartwheel. Peach is tearing it up.
Fill up your gauge, and it's go time. Initiate your ultimate shot.
Special shot.
shot. It will eat up your energy in a big way, but this thing can really turn the
Wa-
tide.
Come on,
It
Wario.
may even destroy your
Hit the
opponent's
gym, brah.
racket in one hit. However, not even a a special shot guarantees a win. There's always a chance it could be blocked, so watch out. In these intense matches, every move you make presents a risk, and hopefully a reward. Your energy gauge could be the key to victory. Will you use it for an offensive zone shot? Or use it for some defensive zone speed? Let's say you go for the zone shot.
Scorpion, Mario Tennis. Okay.
Or will you try to destroy your opponent's racket and run the risk of getting blocked? Non-stop, split-second strategies may be the best part about Mario Tennis Aces. Purists rejoice. You can also
They are dedicating a lot of time to this game, which makes me think this is the biggest thing they're showing today as far as first party. But that's okay. I'm down with this because I'm really excited for it.
You can play a match with your friends or other players. Events and online tournaments will be held, allowing you to compete against
That's
other
cool.
players.
Trying to look at all the character portraits there, so I definitely see.
Based on your record during
Okay,
the event.
I see Rosalina.
As a participation bonus, you can get
participation
special outfits,
awards!
even additional characters.
Everyone gets an award.
There's also swing mode, which allows you to use your Joy-Con like a tennis racket. Forehand, backhand,
I will not be playing with motion.
slice,
Not my thing.
and lob.
Not my thing.
This mode is perfect when you want to play the game casually with your friends and family, or just get your body moving.
I don't need my body moving. I got a comfortable chair right there. And right here, thanks to Technisport.
The game offers a refined approach to tennis gameplay, focusing on deep strategic chaos. Plus, the story mode will offer other twists to the good old game of tennis.
Story mode.
Mario Tennis Aces launches
June
June
22nd. Okay. The week after E3. Okay. Okay. Announcing.
One last thing. As we approach the game's launch,
Pre-launch
we decided
online
to hold
tournament.
A pre-launch
That's
online tournament.
cool, and I will participate.
That way, you can try out Mario Tennis Aces for yourself.
I will. I will
We'll
download
announce
it and play in the
details at a
online
later
tournament.
date, so please stay tuned.
I will stay tuned. Got him.
We'll have more on Mario Tennis Aces in the future.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will.
Let's continue with some Nintendo Switch headlines.
Yes, please. I was off timing on that one, but that's okay. Only by a second.
Captain
Toad, baby, he's back! Captain Toad!
Toad Treasure Tracker is bound for Nintendo Switch.
Hell yeah! What a great game this is.
Sandbox-style levels inspired
If you haven't
by
played this
Japanese
yet,
box gardens
play this
called
freaking game.
Hakonua. You can rotate the camera and touch the screen for a better view of hidden treasures.
I don't need his haircut.
And this time,
Love this hair.
we've included a few Super Mario Odyssey levels too. Now you can explore locales from a variety of kingdoms. Check out New Donk City.
New Donk City.
By the way, did you know Captain Toad also appeared in Super Mario Odyssey?
Clearly, I did know that.
The Nintendo Switch version can be played with a friend by sharing a pair of Joy-Con
Oh, that's neat.
controllers.
Okay.
While one player controls Captain Toad, the other can assist with things like turnip cover fire, so you can enjoy tracking treasure together. We also plan to release a Nintendo 3DS version with
Oh, wow.
3D visuals
Okay.
and touchscreen controls.
Okay.
Feels like there's a box garden.
I
right
won't pick
in
it up
your
on the
hand.
3DS, but I may pick it up on the
Captain Toad
Switch.
Treasure Tracker
July
launches
13th.
July
Okay.
13th.
We're getting some games. We're getting some games. Who turned out the lights? Hey, what's up? This game's got pretty good graphics, huh? This music, though. Sounds familiar. That's right. I knew it sounded familiar. Undertale, baby. Coming eventually.
Gaming icon crashes Nintendo Switch.
Crash
The
Bandicoot!
impossible isn't possible until it happens. All three.
The
original
Insane
Crash
Trilogy's coming to the
Bandicoot games
Switch!
Are debuting on a Nintendo system for the very first time. Spin, jump, and whump through the trilogy's 100+ action platforming levels as Crash and his sister Coco. Everything from the cinematics to the animations to the lush environments has been fully updated since the original games, so they'll look great on your TV or on the go. Ruin Dr. Neo Cortex's plans for world domination and save Tana in Crash Bandicoot. Form an uneasy alliance with the mad scientists in Crash
So it was
Bandicoot 2,
exclusive
Cortex
to...
Strikes Back.
They're really stepping up the
And
third
stop
party.
him in the
Crash
evil
Bandicoot was
bazooka
exclusive to
through
the
a battle
PlayStation
across
for the
time
first
in
year.
Crash Bandicoot
So it's coming to the
3 Warped.
Switch, Xbox One,
Believe it
probably
or not,
PC this
the
year.
Crash Bandicoot
Same thing that's going to
Insane
happen with
Trilogy
Spyro,
is
because
officially
Spyro's going
making
to...
the
July
Wump to
10th.
Nintendo Switch
Spyro's
July
going to
10th.
launch on PS4 this fall, the remaster trilogy, and then it'll
Never
be coming
fear, Little
to
Nightmares is
other
almost
consoles
here.
in 2019. Little Nightmares, though.
Award-winning
Frank actually played this game,
independent developer,
spoke
Cars
very
Zero
highly of it. I have yet to
Studios
play
comes a
this.
charmingly horrific adventure like no other. The puzzle platformer Little Nightmares will trap you in the Maw, a vast vessel of mystery haunted by corrupted souls. The complete edition
Game
on
looks
Nintendo
really
Switch
freaking cool,
contains
though. Like,
two
I love
haunting
how
tales in
eerie
one
and creepy it
package.
is.
In 6 and the kids' separate adventures, you must face their childhood fears across all 8 chapters, including all past downloadable content. Each
So it's a
room is
complete
cell,
edition, okay.
Each resident is a threat,
That makes sense.
and both present complex 3D puzzles to master. Not to mention, you can receive the Nintendo Switch exclusive in-game Pac-Man mask by tapping the Pac-Man amiibo figure.
Okay.
Little Nightmares
Interesting.
Complete Edition releases on May
It does look
18th.
cool. Art style's great, dude. May 18th. Keep it going. What else we got?
South Park is coming.
South Park to
Nintendo
the Switch. Okay.
We're excited to announce that South
They
Park,
the only
Fractured
thing
But
I
Whole
want to
is
say
coming to Nintendo
is that I
Switch.
really want these
From the
third-party
creators of
games that
South
are coming
Park
to the
comes
Switch
this
to eventually start
outrageously
launching
expensive
at the same
superhero
time that they do for their
adventure
PlayStation 4 and Xbox One
anywhere for
counterparts.
the very
Like, it
first
would have been
time.
cool to have the
Customize
Fractured
your
Butthole
avatar.
available
Come
on the
down
Switch
to
for the
South
holiday
Park
season
and join
at the
Stan,
same time that it was
Kyle,
for PS4 and
Kenny,
Xbox
and
One.
Cartman's
I
superhero
get that a
team.
lot of these publishers
Then have
didn't realize the
yourself a
Switch was
time
going to be
with the
doing as
battle
well as it
system
is, so
surprisingly
they're now
deep
playing
and
catch up.
so
But
that's
hopefully
fun.
going forward in the future, these third-party games will launch simultaneously
class.
PS4, Xbox
Level
One,
up.
PC,
Build
and
your
Nintendo
notoriety.
Switch.
Craft items, go on quests, and more. All past DLC will be available for purchase individually or as a part of the Season Pass. DLC 1 Danger Deck and DLC 2 From Dusk Till Casa Bonita
Casa
will be available
Bonita.
at launch. And DLC 3 Bring the Crunch will tell an additional story when it releases later this year. South Park, The Fractured But
24th
Whole
next month,
releases
okay.
on Nintendo Switch April 24th. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition launches.
I'm picking this up because I love this game. So tell me when it
Let's take a quick
releases.
moment for a release date announcement. The heroes and villains of the Legend of Zelda series are about to spring into action once more this spring. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition
May
launches
18th.
May 18th.
Boy, they are loading up the spring. Holy crap. Okay. We still haven't heard a single thing
Arms
past
fans,
June.
Don't miss this.
Jesus. That means that I don't think
Arms
literally I don't think we're going to hear
to
Animal Crossing
extend
today now
an
because they have yet
invitation
to
all
say
you
anything
hardcore
past
fans
June.
out there
Everything
who've been playing
June
the
and
game,
forward
enjoying all
is
the added
E3.
characters and stages, and going online to play the new Party Crash.
Sorry,
mode.
Villager.
We're happy to announce the ARMS US and Canada Online Open. Prelims
Maybe we
will
could
take
hide.
place
We'll
in the
just
game's
hide him
online
because
ranked match
he's just
mode
going to
from
disappear
March
just
8th
like
to
that.
March 18th.
Not happening today.
8
He's
top
just going to
players
disappear.
Will then move on to the online finals March 31st. All finalists will receive a custom art piece created by the development team. We'll be streaming the event live from Nintendo of America headquarters on our official site. Stay tuned for our social channels for more details in the coming weeks. And if you're not an ARMS fan just yet, well, we have good news. On March 31st, we'll be hosting a 3-day test punch. Download
Okay.
this demo event from Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch.
I'll play it.
for
I
free.
played the
See
first
what you
test
think
punch.
the
I'll check out
world's
this one too.
stretchiest fighting game.
I still don't own this
On
game.
March 21st, producer Kosuke Yabuki will discuss the development of ARMS at the Game Developers Conference, and Hisashi Nogami will present separately on the Splatoon franchise, so look out for coverage of both.
Rapid fire. That's why I like
Metropolis
these.
News Bulletin.
We're gonna
It's
get. We're
update
gonna, obviously some new maps, some new weapons. Do we miss the villager? I can bring the villager back. There, he's back.
time. This April,
Maybe
Splatoon
that'll
2
still
is
give us
getting
hope.
An update. Version 3.0 is coming. Here's a brief and briny taste of what's to come. 100 new pieces of gear. That means fresh looks just in time for spring.
Kind of looks like you, Sean.
Plus,
It looks like
more
your villager,
stages.
dude.
Piranha Pit. Camp Triggerfish.
I think
And
so.
the hottest date spot for the hippest Inklings. Wahoo!
But then again, maybe not. Who knows? They really like to keep the free
what?
updates rolling.
Rank X is here.
Rank X!
Rank X is an extreme rank. Even higher.
Balding is a lot more than that.
More details are
Oh,
coming
I'm
soon.
sorry.
Once you
Balding
meet
is a
certain
terrible
conditions,
thing.
Callie will appear in Octo Canyon. The world of Splatoon 2 continues to evolve, so don't miss out. Now, a word from the Squid Research Lab. Check out their latest video.
Check it out, dude. What is this? Yeah. Just like edgy Splatoon 2 right here. Yes. That old man, dude, he was digging it, dude. He was digging it. Hardcore. Oh, what is this? Okay. Oh, this is awesome. Whatever. That old man's back. Old man's back. Super Monkey Ball. Come on, stop buffering. It keeps like chugging a little bit on me. I don't want that. Octo. Splatoon 2. Hey, I'm digging the retrowave kind of synthwave look of that logo.
Hello, Squid Research Lab here. So, how was
Look
it?
at him!
You just got a sneak peek at the first paid downloadable
Look at him!
content for Splatoon 2.
Okay, that first
FTL
paid
single player
downloadable
mode
content.
Octo
Interesting.
expansion.
So that's not free.
You'll play as the new character Agent 8, who looks like an Octoling. She wakes up on the platform of a dark subway station without her memories. Looks like some kind of shady underground test facility. In this massive subterranean world, there are 80 of these test facilities connected by a subway. You'll depart from the station with purpose. A variety of missions await Agent 8 and her talents. Expect new stories to unfold, shedding new light on beloved characters. You may think you know everything about the world of Splatoon, but these waters run deep.
These
and so
waters
does the lore.
run deep.
Escape from these twisted depths, and you'll be able to join multiplayer matches as an Octoling.
Oh, that's neat.
We hope you enjoy this fresh perspective.
Like I said, they're edgy, dude. They're edgier.
Since Octo,
I want to play as that guy, though.
That means 2018 is the year of the Octoling. Splatoon 2 Octo expansion will launch this summer. After today's
$20
Nintendo Direct, Splatoon 2 Octo expansion will be available for advance purchase in Nintendo eShop. With this purchase, Splatoon 2 owners will immediately receive Octo-themed in-game gear to use in battle today.
Today.
Thank you, Squid Research Lab. Hopefully, Splatoon 2 will continue.
I'm hoping
to
for
flatter
one
our
more thing,
expectations.
but I'm not expecting
bet.
one more thing.
本日の任天堂ダイレクト
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
I had a feeling.
Oh, well, actually, we
Or,
have one more
whoop,
announcement.
okay, here we go.
Please take a look at our last video for the day.
I didn't even snap because I'm too excited. That's Splatoon. This could be Smash Brothers with the Splatoon characters added. This could be what this is. Keep that in mind before we start generating crazy ideas. Finally! Finally coming to the Switch. In. Buying it. Finally. Notice how they didn't say it was a port. They just called it Super Smash Brothers. They didn't actually call it a port. They didn't say this is coming, you know, they didn't say this is the Wii U version. They didn't say this is the 3DS version. They literally just called this Super Smash Brothers. So I am curious to know what this could potentially be. We're just going to go back to here and mute the volume. So, yeah, that's really interesting because for the longest time, everyone was thinking that when we got Smash Brothers on the Switch, that it would either be the Wii U version, the 3DS version, or more realistically, a combination of the two with Wii U graphics enhanced a little bit with a lot of the, I don't know though, dude. I think that, when did Smash Brothers come out on the Wii U? That was 2015, right? I think so. I think it was 2015. That technically is enough time. So here's what they could get away with doing. It could technically be a port of some sort. We could get a lot of reused assets, but they can get away. It's been 3 years now. They can get away with calling this a new game. They can do that. They can get away with saying, okay, this is Super Smash Brothers. This is Smash Brothers Switch. As long as they add enough new stuff. And by enough new stuff, I mean, obviously we're getting those Splatoon characters there at launch, I'm assuming. In order for this to be a new game, we'd have to have some new stages. We'd have to have a continuation of adding new stages throughout the life cycle and adding new DLC characters. So if it's not a port, I expect to see that kind of stuff. If it is a port, then it's just going to be the Splatoon characters, probably a Splatoon map, maybe 1 or 2 new additional things and call it a day. I really am not too sure what this is, and I will be kind of diving into some things here. I actually wonder if Nintendo already sent out a press release because I'm curious to see if this is shedding any more light on it here. So let's no, they have yet to send out a press release to the press on this. So I'm curious to know what this is, though, dude. I'm curious to know. I'm gonna keep refreshing my email here because I'll be live here for a few more minutes. Because I'm sure Nintendo, they usually send stuff in here shortly after it ends. So I am curious to know if this is a port, if this is a new game. Obviously, I think it could go either way right now. Who knows? That's a big announcement, though. Even if it is a port, that is a massive announcement because that now puts Smash Brothers, obviously one of Nintendo's biggest franchises in 2018. The same year we're seeing, we're getting Yoshi, we're getting Kirby, we're getting Octopath Traveler, we're getting all these ports from the Wii U finally coming over because the Wii U, even though I loved my Wii U, it was a dead system from day one. The Nintendo Switch has already outsold the Wii U in just 1 year. It's absolutely insane. It's sold more than the Wii U by about 2 or 3 million. So the Switch is definitely on fire. So it makes sense for these publishers and developers to bring, and Frank and I had a heated discussion about this on an episode of Max Level. It makes sense for these studios to bring their games from the Wii U to the Switch to give them a second chance at life, to get more sales, to get more out of them, because they were dead in the water on the Wii U. As sad as it is to say, they were dead in the water on the Wii U. So putting them on the Switch, a very smart move in my opinion, and I expect to see more. I still expect to see Tokyo Mirage Sessions at some point. I'm really surprised Atlas hasn't decided to just port that over quicker. We didn't see New Super Mario Bros. U, which a lot of people were thinking we were going to see today, so that's kind of something, but we did see Smash Brothers. But again, Smash Brothers launching this year, that's putting it in the same year as a potential Pokemon this holiday season. So the Switch, dude, the Switch is really going to be tearing it up this year. I really feel like that. I think, honestly, dude, I think 30 million by the end of the year is a easily achievable number for Nintendo because of the stuff they had, and especially if Animal Crossing's also this fall. It's a massive lineup this year. It's incredible. The Switch is doing so well right now. I'm so excited for it, and I'm so excited for Nintendo. Like, look at here, we're seeing Luigi's Mansion on 3DS. Rumors heavily circulating that there's a new Luigi's Mansion in development for the Nintendo Switch, and because we're getting this remaster on the 3DS, I think that leads, that lends more credibility to these rumors of a potential Luigi's Mansion 3 coming to Nintendo Switch at some point. Sorry about the audio technical issues we were having there at the beginning. I'm not sure what it is. My PC probably just needs restarted. I know the audio got choppy there at the beginning. Jessica tried to tell me, but I thought it sounded okay. I guess I was wrong. Because when I tested it, it sounded fine. So I don't know. It was really weird. But the intro there, I was just kind of talking about things that we could potentially see. I don't think that I actually said anything that we were actually going to see. I think my guesses were completely off the wall. They were wrong. None of the things that I actually guessed actually happened. And then obviously we had a little bit of issues there during one of the trailers, but I fixed that before it became an issue. All that I was saying there at the beginning is I gave a quick shout out to Dance with the Dead for the music that we played there at the beginning before we went live. And I also did a quick shout out to Technisport Gaming Chairs right there behind me. Obviously, we have an affiliate through them. If you go to technisportusa.com, use the offer code LDG whenever you make a purchase through Technisport, you'll save 10%. So these chairs are extremely comfortable. I definitely am going to be doing a video review on them soon. I've been giving it time. I've been testing out these chairs, kind of seeing exactly how they are. It's been a few days now, and I've really loved this chair. It's super comfortable. It's definitely helped my posture. It's helped my back since I picked it up. So I'll be doing an actual review. And here is the press release, which I was trying to stall time for. Here we go. During its latest Nintendo Direct presentation, Nintendo announced that the Super Smash Bros. Franchise is coming to Nintendo Switch this year. The video also showcased more than a dozen upcoming games for both the Nintendo Switch system and the Nintendo 3DS family of systems, with many of the featured games coming from third-party developers including Square Enix, Capcom, Grasshopper Manufacture, From Software, and Ubisoft. That's fine and dandy, but I want the Switch thing here. So what is this? I'm sorry, the Super Smash Bros. So we will scroll through here. So let's see here. Here it is right here. Nintendo Switch Super Smash Bros. Working title. It's not a port. The Super Smash Bros. Series comes to Nintendo Switch in 2018. The teaser trailer featured recognizable faces like Mario, Link, and the Inklings from the Splatoon series. 100% confirmed, this is not a port. This is a brand new Super Smash Bros. Game. Working title. That's interesting. That's awesome. That's super cool. So now we can start speculating on what characters we're going to see in Super Smash Bros. On the Switch. What stages are we going to see? How much things are they going to bring over from the Wii U and the 3DS versions? How much stuff is going to be new? What are they going to add? So it's extremely exciting. I'm honestly, dude, I'm impressed that this is a new game. I really am. So I'm very excited for that. It's super cool. And now that we have the press release, we can run down the other stuff that we saw because I didn't take notes. So obviously we are getting a new single player expansion coming to Splatoon 2. It is the first paid DLC coming to Splatoon 2 called Octo Expansion. It is adding a hefty new single player mode that lets players play as a new character called Agent 8, who is an Octoling with lost memories. The new single player campaign features 80 freaking missions, as well as new stories that shed new light on beloved characters. Players that complete the Octo Expansion campaign will unlock the ability to play as Octolings in multiplayer battles. Pretty cool, launching this summer. We are getting another Splatoon 2 update in April. It was a free update, version 3.0, 100 plus new pieces of gear. More stages rolling out throughout the spring, like Piranha Pit, Camp Triggerfish, and Wahoo World. Rank X, but they didn't say anything about new weapons. So Rank X is an extreme rank, even higher than S+. We finally found out that Mario Tennis Aces is going to be launching on June 22nd. A bunch of new information on that. And we did find out that there's going to be a pre-launch online tournament that I will be participating in because I really want to check that out. We found out that Kirby Star Allies, obviously it's launching next week. We found out that there will be an update on March 28th, adding classic characters Marks, Gooey, and a character set Rick, Kine, and Koo to the game. Again, check out the demo. It's already available on the eShop. Check it out. Kirby Star Allies is going to be a great game. I'm picking that up. We finally learned out that Project Octopath Traveler is now just called Octopath Traveler. That is the official name of the game, and that it will be launching on July 13th, and they're adding 2 additional characters. So again, the Octopath Traveler, because they were making a play on the 8 playable characters in the game, kind of no longer makes sense because there's 10 playable characters, but still, I'm excited to play this game. We found out the Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and it will be launching on July 13th, which is the same day as Octopath Traveler. Now that I'm looking at this, come on, what are you doing to me, Nintendo? What are you doing to me? Why? 3 days before that, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy will be launching on July 10th. We found out that Okami HD is coming to the Nintendo Switch later this year, but no release date was given. We found out that South Park The Fractured But Whole is coming to Nintendo Switch, will be releasing on April 24th. We found out that Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido, is coming to a Nintendo Switch because it was originally announced for Nintendo 3DS only last E3. It's coming to Nintendo Switch also. It'll be launching on June 8th. We got a little bit of new information on Dark Souls Remastered. We found out about the amiibo, and that obviously the game is still coming on May 25th. We got a little bit new information on Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. It's still coming later this year, exclusively for Nintendo Switch. Little Nightmares Complete Edition was announced for Nintendo Switch. It'll be coming on May 18th. Undertale was announced for Nintendo Switch. It's coming later this year. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, we finally got the release date. That's coming May 18th. A ARMS US and Canada online open tournament was announced, and there will be a test fire on I don't remember what they said, but there is there it is right there, March 31st. So it'll be running for 3 days there, March 31st, another ARMS test punch. If you haven't checked out ARMS, or you haven't picked it up, or haven't in some way played this game, check it out. In terms of Nintendo 3DS stuff, we did get a new WarioWare game announced. I really wish it would have been for Switch. I think the Switch is a great platform. I think the Switch would make a good thing for WarioWare, but we're getting WarioWare Gold on the Nintendo 3DS. Has 300 fast-paced microgames that can be controlled by pressing buttons, tilting the system, tapping the touchscreen, or using the microphone. It's coming to the 3DS on August 3rd. We found out a remaster of Luigi's Mansion, or a port. I wouldn't really call this a remaster. It's coming to Nintendo 3DS exclusively. Unfortunately, it's not coming to the Switch as well, but it's coming later this year. And then we found out that Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey is coming to Nintendo 3DS. This is a remake of Bowser's Inside Story. It's coming to Nintendo 3DS sometime in 2019. We found out that a game called Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers is coming to Nintendo 3DS on May 24th. A free demo will be available to download on May 10th. And then the last thing that we found out today, Detective Pikachu, we found out, some things about the amiibo, and that the game still is launching on March 23rd. So all in all, though, that was a pretty good direct, and I think that the tease there for Smash Brothers really saved it for me. Obviously, we got a lot of information, a lot of good things were shown. If we wouldn't have seen the Smash Brothers thing, I think that the direct may have just been more of the same. But I'm glad they did decide to tease one thing. They gave us a little teaser to hold us over for the next 3 months until E3 happens, which I'm glad for. I'm really glad for, and it's super exciting that Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo Switch is not a port. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo Switch is a brand new game because it says working title. If they are calling it a port, or if this is going to end up being a port, they are being very deceitful by saying that this game just being known as Super Smash Brothers (parentheses working title), and they didn't even say in the press release that this is a port. So I wonder what other actual the villager art is still relevant, dude, because E3 this year, E3 2018 for Nintendo is going to all be about Animal Crossing. It's going to all be about Metroid Prime 4. It's going to all be about Pokemon Generation 8. And it's all going to be about Yoshi, and it's going to be about anything else that they have in the works. So yeah, you are absolutely right. The villager art is still relevant because I'm assuming that he will be in the Super Smash Brothers port for Nintendo Switch. And there's other things coming out here as well. If we look at the Japanese direct, I'm looking at here at Gamatsu. Saga Scarlet Grace is coming to Nintendo Switch, but it's only been announced for Japan so far. Taiko Drum remastered Nintendo Switch version was announced for over in Japan. Phantasy Star Online 2 Cloud launches April 4th over in Japan on Nintendo Switch. So Japan is still getting a little bit more different stuff than we are here in North America, but that's okay because that's how it always happens. Trying to see if anything else was announced here for the Japanese side. No, that's it. But I really want to see what they say here about... Yeah, here we go. Jamatsu's reporting as well. Nintendo has announced a brand new entry in the Super Smash Bros. Series for Nintendo Switch. It will launch in 2018 and feature the Inklings from the Splatoon series alongside familiar faces like Mario and Link. So multiple media outlets are reporting that this is a brand new game for the Nintendo Switch. This is not a port of the Wii U version or the Nintendo 3DS version. So that's very exciting. Very happy. I'm glad, dude. I'm glad. I'm glad it's a new entry. I really am. And I will pick it up day one. So I'm super excited. But that's going to do it now for our reaction video to the March 8th, 2018 Nintendo Direct. All in all, I thought it was pretty good. Would have liked to have seen a little bit more things coming after June, but again, I know what they're doing here. Obviously, Smash Brothers was our big tease for things coming after June. They really are focusing on the spring here and early summer. We are going to have a full Nintendo Direct at E3 this year, which I'm sure we'll see everything that's going to be launching the rest of 2018. Maybe some teasers for a few 2019 titles as well, because E3 last year, remember, we did get confirmation of Pokemon Switch and Metroid Prime 4, even though they aren't coming out. They weren't coming out last year, and they may not be coming out this year either, so who knows. But it's going to be interesting, so I'm really looking forward to E3. The countdown is on. We are 3 months away, a little over 3 months away. Just remember, we will be live here at twitch.tv/leveldowngames for all of the E3 coverage when that does happen. And obviously, anytime things like this happen, we always usually go live for it. So just make sure, if you're watching on twitch.tv/leveldowngames, make sure you click that follow button. Stay up to date anytime we go live. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to us so that you can always see when we go live. You can follow our main account over on Twitter at OriginalLDG. I typically do tweet things out like this, but I didn't have a chance to today. I had a little bit of things to do beforehand. I had some issues with getting a podcast uploaded on YouTube, so I really wasn't able to get a few things done that I wanted to, but that's okay. The podcast obviously had to get fixed. But yeah, you can follow our main account over on Original LDG. You can find me on Twitter at Bryan_LDG. Jessica's at Level Down Jess. Valina's at Valina Tweets. Frank is at the Frankosaurus. Hey, look, the video's no longer available. They finally took it down. You can find us all on Instagram. I'm at Bryan.LDG there. Jessica is at CursJessica on Instagram. Valina is at Valina WWE. Frank is at the Frankosaurus once again on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook for general posts and information. Again, make sure you subscribe to us. Go to YouTube, search Level Down Games. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you subscribe there. If you're watching on YouTube, go to twitch.tv/leveldowngames. Make sure you follow us there. And again, if you want to follow Valina for more of her content, you can go to youtube.com, and then she is at ValinaXO on YouTube. As always, again, shout out to Dance with the Dead for all the excellent music we played here at the beginning, and we will play at the end as we get out of here. Again, TechDsportUSA.com for the chair. If you want to go check them out, go to TechDsportUSA.com. Use the offer code LDG to save 10% whenever you make a purchase. We will be live. When's the next thing we're doing? I'll be live maybe tomorrow night on Twitch with Justin for some Dead by Daylight. Justin, Frank, and myself will be live Saturday night for some Dead by Daylight on twitch.tv/leveldowngames. I did get the final piece of equipment I needed today to start streaming the PS4. There was one thing I needed because I only have a single monitor. I have a decent sized monitor, but I only have a single monitor right now, so I had to get one more piece of equipment to make this work with just a single setup until I can afford to get a second monitor. So that came today through the mail. I will be starting my PS4 streams on twitch.tv/leveldowngames as well, most likely either this weekend or early next week. So keep an eye out for that as well. Again, follow us on Twitch. You'll always get notified whenever we go live. And yeah, just remember that we also will be uploading Revisiting the Classics this Saturday. It's our a weekly trip back to the past to play some retro games. We're currently working on Final Fantasy V. In this episode, we will be concluding our discussion of Final Fantasy V before we move into Final Fantasy VI. So as always, have a good day, and we will see you guys next time.